Yo, what's up, fight fans? AJ here. Y'all know what I do. Talk boxing, everything in boxing, and today is no different. So last night, got a text from my homeboy Johnny. Shout out to Johnny, my connect in Vegas, my brother. And he told me about Timothy Bradley deciding to leave Joel Diaz. And me personally, I ain't really believe it because this shit sound kind of funny. Because when you think Timothy Bradley, you think Joel Diaz. When you think Timothy Bradley, you think Hart, but you definitely think, yo, you going to see Joel Diaz in his corner. And it's crazy how Timothy Bradley just decided to leave Joel Diaz. And as I put in the article in the description, Timothy Bradley feels like Joel Diaz isn't paying him enough attention, got too many fighters, doing too much, leaving camp, got different obligations, and Tim doesn't like that. And personally, I feel like that's the name of the game. Tim should understand that's what comes with the territory. When you start with a trainer, both of y'all relatively unknown, Tim becomes a champion. Your trainer in turn becomes a world champion trainer. And people want to dig into that pot and see what Joel Diaz has to offer. Because if you out there looking good, he's a big part in what you doing. And for Timothy Bradley to dump in for that, the situation looks kind of thick. But I ain't gonna get all the way in depth with that right now because that's none of my business, and I'm not no chatty patty type of person that's gonna be spilling beans on personal stuff. We're gonna give it to y'all uncut. But we ain't gonna dive into that, what they got going on over there. But personally, man, I feel like Tim Bradley, him making his wife his manager, him finding ways to cut corners to keep that bread in-house, keep the money in-house. I feel like it's just another move to keep the money in-house because it makes no sense. He's going to find a person that's going to train him, probably pay him less. I don't think Tim Bradley's going to go in there with a big name trainer. I don't think he's going to go get a Freddie Roadshaw or like I said, or damn, what's that other guy's name that Virgil Hunter? I was just watching Verge, man. That's crazy. He ain't gonna go get himself a Verge or somebody like that. And that's why the rumors have come out that he wants to get a Teddy Atlas. And Teddy Atlas is a good commentator, but Teddy Atlas hasn't been in the corner for a while. I don't think Teddy Atlas should be thrown in the pool trying to train world-class fighters, even though Teddy Atlas does have the game down on point. He's a great commentator, but I don't think Teddy Atlas should even be thrown into that type of fire at this time in his career. He's doing something great right now. Let him keep doing his PBC on ESPN cards, and we're going to enjoy him like that. But Tim, man, it's crazy to me because Tim should have never left. Joel Diaz. Joel Diaz is one of the best guys in the game. Joel Diaz does what a lot of these trainers lack. He keeps it real with his fighters. He doesn't confuse his fighters in the corner. A lot of people say his routine is simplistic and all the things that he's telling Tim to do in the ring is something that Tim should already know. But when you're under that pressure, when the lights are on you, when there's thousands of people in the crowd, millions of people watching, you see a lot of people seem to forget the basics. And Joel Diaz is the master of the basics because what he's provided Tim Bradley with in all the years of training Tim is give him the fundamentals down pat. That's why Tim Bradley could step in the ring with anybody. And he could be competitive. There's been no fighter that Timothy Bradley has stepped in the ring with and hasn't been competitive. You can go to the Lamont Petersons. You can go to and talk about the Marquez's, the Ruslan. Tim Bradley has all the tools to win any fight. And that comes from Joel Diaz. Because personally, Tim Bradley, when people look at Tim Bradley, that's why people don't give Tim Bradley that credit. Because when you see Tim Bradley, small guy, shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Beating these superb athletes. Because at welterweight, at 140, we already seen what Timothy Bradley done. And at 147, the man has become champion. And this is just a testament to his hard work and the work ethic that Joel Diaz has instilled in Tim. Personally, I feel like the next person to train Tim is gonna have a lot of pressure on him because this is not a cakewalk. Timothy Bradley is for all of the pay-per-view names out there. When you talk about the Canelos, you talk about the Cottos, you talk about the Mayweathers, you talk about fighters like that. Timothy Bradley is is at the top of the next level. He's the most highest paid fighter that's not fighting on pay-per-view. If you want to look at it, there may be other names, but Timothy Bradley is one of those guys. And that comes from hard work. That comes from Joel. That comes from his team. And a lot of people going to disrespect Joel Diaz, calling him crooked eye motherfucker. I see all the fucking. I run the Instagram. Go check the Instagram page, Undisputed Boxing, man. Follow the Instagram page, Undisputed Boxing. I run that. We're going to come out with the website soon. Boxing news, all that. On all spectrums. Make sure you do that. But a lot of people downplaying what Joel Diaz has to bring to the table. And that's where y'all going to be wrong. Because Joel Diaz, if Timothy Bradley would have listened to Joel Diaz, the Ruslan Provodnikov fight would have been an easy win for Timothy Bradley. If Timothy Bradley would have listened a little bit more in the Diego Chavez fight, it would have never been a draw. If Timothy Bradley just executed what he needed to execute, a lot of these fights that are competitive involving Timothy Bradley and whoever it is, a lot of these fights wouldn't be competitive because Timothy Bradley has all the fundamentals down pat. The boy understands how to fight. He understands how to box. He understands how to brawl. He could do it all. Defense, he's good in it all. And that's just a testament to his trainer. And whoever the trainer is, maybe Teddy Atlas, maybe some other name, they're going to have big shoes to fill. Because if Timothy Bradley slacks off, what are people going to say? They're going to say, should have kept Joel. But with that being said, man, subscribe to the channel. It's AJ Knows Boxing. I talk boxing. I'm just like your brother. I always tell people I'm just like your brother. We talk boxing here. Soon as going to be Google Hangouts. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, chill out with me. Let's talk. You know, we're going to talk about everything, man. Got some more videos dropping today, man. We're going to get into some other topics, but I'm going to save that for the next video, man. Make sure to like this video if you like the video. Like button there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. And I'm out. One.